Okay, here are some main features under controlling figure aesthetics. The first one is figure style. So defaultly we just seen the grid background. Here the first and mainmost is the figure style. And see here, dear friends, to control the plot style, Seaborn provides two methods. One is set style, set underscore style. This is what. Okay, and next one is axis style. Here it is. Okay, so let me just discuss the both the things here. And when coming to this set style, actually here it is set the aesthetic style of the plot. And there are two things here. One is the exact, which we just say style comma rc is in a sense, actually rc is optional. Okay, the style which here it is present na. So a dictionary of parameter or the name of one of the following is in the sense dark grade or white grade, dark white or ticks. Ticks is the default which we just get as like in matplotlib. Okay, and here you can make use of dark grid, white grid, only the dark, only the white or ticks. Okay, and here one more parameter is there which we just say rc. Okay, that rc it is optional, where the parameter mapping to override the values in the present Seaborn style dictionary, that would be here comes there. Okay, anyhow, here we are just going to see an example where how the exact thing comes under, and we are just going to use a white grid. Let I just execute it, dear friends. Kindly see here, and just I scroll the above previously which we have the grid. So this is how the dark grid would be. And if I just want to change it to white grid, and here the white grid happens. And this is what the exact set style. We are just changing the style. And this returns, that is the exact white grid, that is the style, axis style, just returns a parameter dictionary for the aesthetic style of the plots, which we are just going to see the next one. Axis style. Okay, so the function can be used in a with statement. Here we have just included to temporarily change the style parameter. See, actually here to the same, we are just having two parameter. One is style and next one is the rc. Rc it is then optional, where the style the same thing, dictionary of parameter or the name that we can just make you include of dark grid, white grid, dark or white or ticks. Okay, and when just this is has to be included with function. Okay, and here we are just going to execute, and kindly just see here the aesthetic are only changed temporarily, and here the result how the it just shows the output. And here you can pass a dictionary of parameter to the rc argument. So you can just only override parameters that that are the part of the style definition. Okay, so how to the parameter that is mapping to override the values, that is comes the rc here. Removing access spines. See here, dear friends, actually sometimes it might be desirable to remove the top and right axis spines. So the D spine we are just using here. Kindly just have a note of this, SNS dot D spine. Okay, so this function used to remove the top and right axis spines from the plot. And once after using this and with the same code snippet, nothing much more, yeah, here it is the exact removing the axis dots, that is the spines that has been removed, and with the exact legend has been included, and it just to remove the spines, here we have used dspine function. Okay, next we are just going to see the function controlling the scale of plot elements. See, a separate set of parameter controls the scale of plot elements. This is a handy way to use the same code to create plots that are suited for use in context where larger or smaller plots are necessary. And see here, to control the context, two functions can be used. One is here is the set context. Okay, and here what are all the parameters are? The first one is context, second one is font underscore scale, and last one is RC, that is optional. So sets the plotting context parameter. See, actually, this does not change the overall style of the plot, but affects things such as the size of the labels and lines. So the basic context is a notebook, which we have just used it, and the other contexts are paper or talk and poster. And here we have just used the poster version of that notebook. That parameter we have just been using it. Okay, and see here, dear friends, actually this context actually which we just say, as I have already said, a dictionary of parameter, and this font scale, which I just already specified, the second parameter, that is an optional, a scaling factor to independently scale the size of the font element. How the exact element to be there, okay, the font of that element, the scaling, you can just make it as an optional. And last, that RC, that is also optional, where, as I have already said, RC, it is a parameter mapping to override the values in the present Seaborn context dictionary. Okay, and here it is the code snippet to make it, and kindly have a note of it, dear friends. And here one more parameter is there. Okay, actually there are two functions. One is the set underscore context, which I have just specified here, and the next one is I have just give here, which is just plotting underscore context. Okay, and there also the same thing. The first parameter is the context. Okay, first parameter is the context, and second parameter, it is the optional, where you can just give the font scale, and the third one, that is also an optional, which I just already said, that RC. So these two are the optional, where the context, the dictionary of the parameter, where you can just make use of paper or notebook or talk or poster. Here we have just specified the poster, no? So as like this, the context you can specify. And the font scale is the scaling factor to independently scale the size of the font, that is optional. And this RC, that is also optional, where parameter mapping to override the values in the Seaborn context. And see here, dear friends, actually this contexts are an easy way to use pre-configured scale of plot elements for different use cases.